Yo guys, what is going on? It's Lukey here and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be running through the top 10 class setups after the most recent update. So as you guys know, Season 4 mid-like update was released about a week ago, and since then, there's been a lot of different changes, a lot of buffs, nerfs, whatever. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing a quick rundown of the top 10 class setups. So if you guys enjoy and you want to see more content like this every single day, make sure to subscribe. We are on the road to 70k, so any sub would be much appreciated. Don't forget to leave a like and turn those notifications on as well if you want to help me get this video out to more people. So let's get straight into this. Hope you guys enjoy. First class setup is going to be the Fara. We all know the Fara has been good for a very long time, and still after the most recent changes, it definitely is one of the top 10 assault rifles. So for this class, you want to use the GRAU suppressor, the Spetnus RPK barrel, the Spetnus grip, 60 round mag, and then the 3x scope. There was a little bit of a glitch or a bug where the Spetnus grip didn't really do anything in terms of what it says. So as you can see, it says it controls the recoil, but a lot of people tested it out and it turned out it actually didn't affect the recoil. So a lot of people stopped using it, but it has since been fixed, so a lot of people have started using it again. That is the first class. We all probably know it. Let's get on to the next one. So the next class setup is going to be the Krig 6. I absolutely love the Krig 6. I'm not sure if I prefer the Krig or the Fara more, but hey, you be the judge. So here are the attachments for the Krig 6. It is pretty similar to the Fara when it comes to attachments. They do pretty much have the exact same attachments on, and most assault rifles do have the same attachments on. But in case you guys didn't know, here is the class setup you want to use. So we have the agency suppressor. This is basically the task force with a different name. Then we have the field agent for the increased accuracy, 60 round mag, and the Axle 3x scope. Next up, we have the C58. The C58 is a very good weapon. I haven't really seen that many people use it, surprisingly, but after the most recent changes, this is definitely on top right now. So here are the attachments once again. However, this is a little bit wrong. I have forgotten to change it. So in this one, the Royal and Cross 4x scope on assault rifles did actually increase the accuracy a lot more. However, it has been fixed, so if you have been using this sight, you want to go ahead and take that off and stick on the good old Axle 3x scope instead. So next up we have the GRAU, and this actually did get a buff in the most recent changes, and I absolutely love this weapon. So here are the attachments you guys are going to want to use for the GRAU. It has got the same attachments that it always has. These attachments have been the same ever since the GRAU came out, ever since like season 1 or whatever season this came out in. The attachments have stayed the same ever since, but it has got a buff recently, and it has low-key made its way back up into the top 10, and I definitely would recommend you guys using this if you haven't yet. So for the last assault rifle in this video, I have done 5 assault rifles and 5 SMGs in this video, if you guys are wondering. So this is the last assault rifle. We've got the XM4, and we're going to be using this as a long range class. So this is the long range class. Now I will show you the close range class if you guys are interested. So this right here is the one you want to use for long range, but if you do want to use this as a close range weapon instead, you want to go ahead and make a few small changes just like I'm doing right now. So go ahead and make these few small changes and it will become a close range guard. So here are the attachments you want to use for the close range build, but like I said, it's up to you what you want to use. You can use the long range build or the close range build, it's honestly up to you. Next up, we're going to be focusing on SMGs. So we've done the top 5 assault rifles, now it's SMGs, and to start it off, we have the Mac 10. Here is what I like to use on the Mac 10. I like to use the sound suppressor because it does actually increase the mobility. I keep getting the same question asked to me whenever I tell people to use the sound suppressor. A lot of people on their SMGs are still using the agency suppressor, but you don't want to go ahead and do that. Instead, you want to use the sound suppressor, especially on SMGs. As you can see here at the statistics, the agency just increases damage, range, and accuracy, but the sound suppressor increases mobility. So that is what you want to focus on for a close range build. Sound suppressor is much better for close range. Task force is pretty much used on everything now, as you guys know, and on this it does increase the strafe speed, which is really nice. field agent grip for that little bit more accuracy. We've got the drum, and then we've got the no stock. Next up, we have the Cold War MP5, which is specifically built for hip firing. Now, you don't have to use the hip fire build if you don't want to, but this is the build I like to use. So as you can see, we have the agency suppressor, the reinforced heavy, 5mm laser, bruiser grip, and the 50 round drum. 5mm laser and the bruiser grip increase the hip fire accuracy. On this one, you don't want to use the sound suppressor because it doesn't increase the accuracy. So for this specific build, I know I just said on SMGs you want to use sound suppressor, but on this one, it's a hip fire build, so you want to make it as accurate as possible. And the agency suppressor increases the accuracy, so you want to go ahead and use that to maximize the accuracy on this class. Next up, we have the Bullfrog, which is a very underrated SMG in my opinion. I still don't see that many people using it, but it is incredibly good, especially if you're a super rushy player and you like to get a lot of kills. This weapon, as you can see, has 65 bullets on the mag, and it doesn't even decrease the mobility. Usually if you use a big magazine on a weapon, it decreases the mobility, but it doesn't decrease anything apart from the reload quickness, which isn't really that noticeable. So we have the Sound Suppressor, Task Force, Tiger Team Spotlight, and the KGB stock for the mobility, and then the rest is just for a little bit of extra damage range, and also the suppressor increases the mobility as well. Next up, we have the Modern Warfare MP5. I'm honestly not sure if I prefer the Modern Warfare MP5 or the Cold War MP5 more. The Cold War MP5 has higher damage and higher time to kill, but the Modern Warfare MP5 has a better accuracy, so pick whichever one you want to use, but they're still both really good. So what you want to use on this is the 5mm laser and the Merc foregrip for the increased hip fire accuracy. You want to use the 45 round mag, the monolithic integral suppressor, and the FTAC collapsible to increase the mobility. And last up, we have the AK-74U, which is one of the fastest time to kill SMGs in the game, and I literally see no one using this, but it is really, really good, so I do recommend using it if you haven't yet. These are the attachments you want to use. You want to use the GRAU suppressor on this one, the Task Force, the speed grip, the 50 round drum, and then we've got the skeletal stock for the increased mobility. Make sure to give it a go, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.